Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Diz Unlimited podcast. I don't know. I'm not even kidding you. Right before, did you guys hear it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I know Teresa.
Right before right before I pushed this button to go live, there was the sound of, I'm assuming it's a chair or a table being dragged or something. But yeah, there was a fart noise, and I thought I'd be able to power through. But Hannah started giggling. Oh no, what happened to your camera? You got stuff all over it. Oh my gosh, guys, we started out so strong. All right, well, I don't care. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Diz Unlimited podcast, brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel, experts that help you plan that perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip. You help support the channel and all the content that we produce here. DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com for a free, no obligation quote. It's also brought to you by our Patreon supporters. If you want to learn more about how you can get exclusive content from all the people giggling about the fart jokes here, you can head over to Patreon.com. Patreon.com/DizUnlimited. We're doing a live Patreon post show immediately following this broadcast. I am Rhino, and joining me for today's discussion, I'll fix her camera in a second, is Dreams Unlimited travel agent, Manual Exposure.
What the heck is that?
Sorry, actually, it's Hannah Anderson.
It's Manuel Exposure.
I must have when I zoomed in on our camera, my thumb must have hit it. So we have you heard it. It's
push
Teresa.
The buttons. Push the buttons.
Teresa Eccles is joining us again, also a Dreams Unlimited travel agent, and we have theme park correspondent and fart extraordinaire, Chloe.
It was not me.
It was not.
It was coming from that direction. I know.
Oh
Girl,
my
it was
God.
the wall behind us.
I don't even know if it was in this room.
I looked
but
at Hannah thinking,
It was
man,
for
what's
you.
Chloe doing over there?
I'm sorry, gang, but it's one of those things that is always going to be funny in life. I don't know what to tell you.
That is so true.
I really hope it picked up in the podcast, and I'm positive it didn't, because it was like right before I switched over from the video. It just was like, and it was
It
just
did
enough.
sound like a trombone or something. It went
Like
off.
air on a
Oh,
chair.
I need one of these, but with the trombone sound. So it's just like, well, it didn't sound like
the way
that. Yeah.
Teresa and I made eye contact.
And I'm like, who did that?
I gotta fix Hannah's camera really quick, otherwise she's gonna be manual exposure the whole time.
Manuel
So
Exposure.
if somebody that isn't her
Sounds
wants to
risque.
talk, Teresa, how have you been? Tell us some stories. Tell us something unhinged.
Okay.
No pressure.
I was taking a shower the other day.
Oh
my God.
Unhinged, not erotic.
No. Let's have a Sophie update. How about
Yeah.
that? Do you
Sophie-
still need me to
Sophie
talk?
Bell.
Or are
For
you done
those,
already?
for those, well, that's Teresa's cat. If anyone wants to know. Oh, we got a thumbs down because we're talking about farts too much. Sorry, gang.
That makes me only want to talk about them more.
So I'm a little worried.
Right.
I'm a little worried about Sophie Bell and the Christmas tree and the Christmas decorations, but it'll all be good.
So
We're gonna
for
wire it to the
Christmas.
wall so she can't pull it down.
Wait, are you really?
Yeah,
I don't know what cat owners do for that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've only had one cat take a tree down once, and
Were you in the room when it happened?
no,
Oh.
Well,
and
seems
we heard it
accusatory then.
fall, and it was like a week before Christmas, and I was in the middle of. I had just had Max, so it was 35 years ago, and I was like new baby blues, and my tree went down, and Calvin just drug it to the street and just
Oh,
left
that
it
is
there. It was so
sad.
sad,
That is sad.
but anyway, it's all good.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Well, happy to have you back here, Teresa.
Yeah.
Are you?
Good to have you back.
Really?
I've been missing you.
I don't think y'all miss me
No,
when I'm
what if I was like, no?
She's like, tell me more.
Yeah.
I just
about
feel
how much
like
you-
I'm a burden to you all because
my
I'm
God,
a-
why do you say
What?
that?
We
because I
adore
move
you.
slow and I'm old.
Move slow. We're sitting in
We're
chairs.
sitting.
Also,
we're
like, I'm
sitting.
not going to throw stones at moving slow ever again.
don't
You
know.
had the gall when I walked up. You said, why is your foot out like that? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because
Your foot was slightly
Broken.
askew.
Yeah,
It was
I heard-
askew.
It
Is it
looks-
going to stay
was.
that way?
that's,
Okay.
Is it going to stay that way?
It looks like a packed sausage. You know those like where you get the ground beef to make the morning sausages? That's what Hannah's ankle looks like right
And you
now.
got to slit it open
like
so
it went capri
Well,
pant breakfast sausage shoe, and I was like, "Don't look at it, don't look at
I
it."
know,
And then she
I
was
I
like,
wasn't
"Look."
gonna look, but when it was sticking out to the side, not going straight,
She
I
did.
thought, oh my gosh,
She
she's
did
gonna
come up a
probably
little
walk that
sideways.
way.
I did. He
I was
told
witness to this.
everybody on the cruise and elevator about my leg that looked like a packed sausage, and it was like people we didn't know, and they're like, "Okay," and I was just like, "Enjoy your dinner."
It's soft like meat.
Oh,
Wow.
Like grocery meat.
Well, now I should show them. I'm kidding.
Well,
I do like the scar, though.
Speaking of that cruise, the Disney Destiny, Hannah and myself will be going live, doing a live question and answer. I think it was the best way. We're going to talk about our experience on the cruise, beginning to end, what we thought about the ships now that we've had a little bit of time to sit and think about it. And I want to do it live. That way, anybody who has any questions about the Disney Destiny or Disney Cruise Line in general can pop in on that. And I believe we are going to be doing that this Thursday at 12 p.m. November 20th. Thursday, November 20th, 12 p.m. Hannah has an appointment at 2 o'clock.
It's physical
And
therapy for my sausage leg.
I don't. It's just she's going to get hamburgered. Not hamburgered. What's the thing with the mallet? I didn't want to say she's going.
tenderizing?
Like
Okay,
tenderized.
that's what I meant, and I was going to say she's going to get hammered, and I was like, that's not the right
That
word.
too.
Well, I
That's
do that
after.
after.
And then I
pizza.
thought of the
Yeah.
other word, and I was like, not that either. So, but yeah, so the brand new ship, the Disney Destiny, that is setting sail on Thursday. I thought it was fitting that we do it on the inaugural day. So November 20th. So any questions? It'll be her and I because we're the only two here that were on it yet. Hopefully, Chloe and Teresa get to experience it sooner than later. I say it as if it's like going to disappear or something like that, but you know what I mean. It's still nice to go on a new ship.
Oh, of
I really,
course.
I think you'll both enjoy it. It's cool.
Yeah, for work and play. I'd love
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Listen, the experience of this like media cruise was wild. It was like I was awake till 2 something every morning. 3:30 on that last night, and it was to like film, but it was like so scheduled out that I was just like,
I saw you in a
I'm
couple of videos,
overwhelmed.
not your videos, someone else's.
I know. I mean,
Oh,
the
the
Cruella
background,
one,
yeah.
everyone was like, here's Rhino standing in the doorway. And I was like, it was the only place, and I couldn't
Blocking
get down
the
there
door,
fast
what
enough.
the heck?
Oh.
Well, they were like holding the door closed with their hand because our rep was like, just open the door and come in. And I was like, I can't, it's locked. But then I could see the cast member was holding it with her hand closed. And I didn't know why. And so when it finally opened, like Cruella like ran into me. And I was like, great, I missed it. But she came back, don't worry. She came back.
Good time.
Well, today we've got a ton of stuff to talk about because it's been a hot second. So I guess we'll just dive right into it. But people who are wondering, we have some Jollywood Nights videos coming out. We have some Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party videos coming out. And then we'll be able to talk about that a little bit more. Teresa's going to get to go to those parties as well.
Yeah, I'm excited. Next month.
Yeah, so we'll be talking about that a little bit more in the future, but those videos are on their way. I can only edit so fast, and it's hard because this time of year everything is so time dependent, and it is like I know you're all feeling it too. That pressure of like Christmas comes and goes like this. I should say the holiday season. It's
Yeah.
November 18th today.
I
That's
don't know
wild
how that
to me.
happened.
Yeah,
I don't know how that happened. I lost most of October to sickness and
drugs.
sickness and drugs.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
shouldn't joke
it
about
was
that.
Horrible. But
Sugar and booze.
yeah, it just all of a sudden here
It's
it
crazy.
is.
Yeah.
And even Thanksgiving's late this year.
Right.
Yeah.
I was
Which
thinking
totally
that too.
I thought I
don't
would
have
have all
an excuse.
extra time, but it's
Yeah.
Yep.
what the crap? It needs to stop.
Yeah, so she's sitting in a bundle. If anyone's watching, she's sitting in basically what equates to a bird's nest made out of a tinsel.
Tinsel.
Yeah.
love
I love
my
it.
It looks like she's in like a
tree.
Manhattan Christmas
I
bar or
know,
something.
and you know
Yeah.
what? You can't see
She's,
this. but
she's making cocktails for us after.
I know. She was a little.
She's
baby
holding
deer.
a little baby deer.
Aw.
Teresa's going to be our sound effect person, I feel like.
Ooh, more jingle
Next-
bells.
next-
Foley
topic.
artist. Foley artist. Foley
Next
artist.
stop. Willoughby.
Wait till you guys
You
see
don't know that.
the.
You don't know that one, do you?
We're going to be taking a picture for a thumbnail for another video after this, and I think you're going to love it because I want the three of you lined up on one of these desks going like this.
Oh.
Oh, cute.
And it's
Wow.
we're
You
doing
want our
a
faces
new,
down on the desk.
a new series of videos called watch-alongs, and that's where we're going to take some of those like the fireworks or parades or the Muppet Show that was at Jollywood Nights, and we're going to watch them together, and then we're going to talk about them like you would in person, like you do when you go with the show. Because I was like, I don't want it to be like a review necessarily, but it'll be like, oh, we'll talk about the things we like, some of the stuff where you're like, oh, this is a little weird, and then having stuff at the end being like, oh, what would we like to see either added or changed, or like, do we want it to stay the way it is? It's absolutely perfect. Do you know? So we're going to do that for all the holiday shows. So we're going to do it for like I can't remember the name of any of them, but the Castle Show, the Fireworks Show, the Christmas Parade, the Jollywood Nights Muppet Show. We're going to do it for
Nightmare?
No, not that one, because I can't really get that one. Like, that one's really, I mean, if I can, I will.
Can't film it.
When I go back, yeah, it's just hard to film is all. And
It's the only one I cared about, but that's okay.
I know. Oh, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam.
Oh.
Glisten, probably. So if I can get that, because I didn't get that while we were at Jollywood
We all did
Nights.
from last year. I love Glisten.
Yeah.
Glisten?
Didn't you love Glisten? I thought you loved Glisten.
I thought you were.
did,
Yeah,
and
you were the
yeah.
one who was like, this is my childhood.
Yeah.
I know.
Mama,
Wait, was
get
that
the
the ice
skates.
show?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, yes. Glisten was amazing.
You were also the one who made me sit in the front row by
Yeah.
myself, and you're like, hand over, looking for you.
Oh, is Glisten back this year? I forgot.
You
Oh, my
had
gosh.
no intentions of coming out there, so I'm like looking around, waving.
Yeah, wave it.
front row.
Yeah, didn't she like text you and was like, put your hand up? And you were like this, and her and I were standing next to each other just watching you.
Yeah, just messing with me.
Yeah, it's fine.
You were bopping to the music just like I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so some of those fun, something to look forward to. I think we'll just, I was trying to think of ways that we can like incorporate those sort of things a little bit more, because I ultimately with this, like, yes, we're vacation planning, but I also wanted to feel like you're talking with your friend. Like, how do we talk about Disney in real life and then do that in this podcast form? Because that is ultimately, I don't know. I notice like we do it all the time. We go with the show, when we're done, we're immediately like, oh, I really liked this. I think they could do this or whatever, or change this thing about it.
It's a conversation. That's what
Yeah,
we want.
and I think it's good. I think it's a lot of these shows definitely deserve it a little bit more. So, and then hopefully we can carry that through in the new year with other like regular shows during out the year. But I figured that we'd start and do all the holiday stuff from now. So
I like it.
think I think the way I have it scheduled is they'll be on Wednesdays. So either one's going to come out tomorrow or they're going to start next Wednesday, because I wanted something like all the Wednesdays. I have to double check my schedule, but stay tuned for that. That's on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@DisUnlimited. Also, before we dive into the news right now, if everyone wants to hit that thumbs up button, great, cool, awesome. I know everybody hates me, so it doesn't really matter.
Just appease me with your
The
thumbs up.
bot, I know they're not real bots. I know that's real people sometimes that come in and say the mean things they say, but they were real hot this last couple days, and I was just like, great.
People being mean?
Yeah.
Santa's not coming to see
I
them.
don't think about that stuff.
All right, let's hit it. We are going to do our first story of the day is that the Walt Disney Company has released its fourth quarter earnings and full fiscal year 2025 earnings report, revealing a record-breaking year for the Disney Experiences division, which includes Disney's global theme parks, resorts, and cruise line operations. For fiscal year 2025, Disney Experiences achieved an all-time high operating income of $10 billion. That's an 8% increase. That's $723 million more than last year over the previous year. The division also posted a record Q4 operating income of $1.9 billion. That's up 13%. So that is $219 million compared to the same quarter last year. According to Disney's report, the increase in operating income was driven by strong performance across both domestic and international parks, as well as continued growth in the cruise business. At the domestic parks, operating income rose year over year, largely due to higher guest spending. Notice that there. Higher guest spending, because we're going to come back to that. And the success of Disney Cruise Line, which saw an increase in passenger cruise days following the launch of the Disney Treasure earlier in the year. The gains were partially offset by increased costs tied to fleet expansion. Again, I know people are going to say, oh, the Disney Treasure came out last year, but remember, Disney's 2025 fiscal year started in September. It's the same.
End of September. 1st
Okay,
October.
yeah. Also, I forgot to say, happy birthday to Dreams. 26 years this month. I'm remembering that we saw an email about
Isn't that
that.
crazy?
Yeah, you know what's crazy crazy? I love that the travel agents all hit reply all to every email that ever comes through. So I have 1,000
reply
emails.
all.
And I love them. They're all such sweet people. That's
Ding,
the
ding,
thing,
ding, 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 ding,
and it was just one of those where I was like, my God, how did they do it? They get so many emails
First I
already.
thought something's happening because I kept
Yeah.
hearing the little. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
did
check.
too.
Yeah. I was like, oh no,
26
not again.
years though. My
Yeah.
gosh.
Insane, right?
When I start, okay, it was only 9 years. I've been here 17 years, I think, which totally blows me away that it was such a young company when I started because I didn't feel like it was that young of a company. But now I just feel like, wow, 26 years.
Yeah.
I know.
Where'd it go?
There's not many
Well, let me
travel
get back
agents
into
like
this
that.
story before we
sorry.
get too off track so I don't have to restart in the middle of a sentence. At the domestic parts, operating income rose year over year, largely due to the higher guest spending and the success of Disney Cruise Line. I'm already repeating myself. Here we go. Okay, increase in passenger cruise days. That's important because I feel like that's something to note, and I do want to ask the two travel agents about that too in a second here. But in the international parks, they also delivered higher operating results led by Disneyland Paris, which benefited from increased attendance, higher guest spending, and new offerings. What was new in Disneyland Paris this year? Was it World of Frozen? That didn't open yet.
Not yet.
No.
Yeah. So that's interesting that they've had an increase in visitors in that park because I would have thought like Shanghai because of Zootopia or the expansion. God, where did the Fantasy Island thing happen?
Tokyo, Disney.
Tokyo,
Fantasy
yeah,
Springs.
yeah. So
I think Paris is just easily accessible, especially for U.S. from U.S.
well, I mean, I know
visitors.
their museums are.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, nailed it. Topical. You're welcome. Overall, the Experiences Division recorded $8.77 billion in revenue for quarter four, a 6% increase from the prior year, and $36.16 billion for the full fiscal year, which is up 6%. Disney's statement on the 2025 performance is as follows. Sorry, in the who said this? I left out who said this, but despite increased competition in the marketplace, Walt Disney World and Disneyland remain the two most visited theme parks in the world, offering an unparalleled guest experience. We are looking forward to 2 new cruise ships joining our fleet in the coming months. The Disney Destiny's maiden voyage kicks off November 20th, and the Disney Adventure will launch in March, marking the first time we have a ship home ported in Asia. This will bring our fleet to a total of 8 cruise ships. This spring, we are excited to open World of Frozen at Disneyland Paris, and with expansion projects underway at every one of our theme parks, 5 additional cruise ships are scheduled for launch beyond fiscal 2026, and a new theme park plan for Abu Dhabi. The strategic investments we are making now will help ensure our offerings remain best in class and appeal to audiences worldwide well into the future. I do have, I know it's very like, but I do have a little bit more to say just because I actually do find this interesting for the first time ever. But despite record profitability, overall attendance at Disney's domestic theme parks was down 1% in 2025 compared to a 1% increase in 2024, proving flat visitation trends over the past 2 years. International attendance, however, continued to grow with a 1% in 2025 following a 9% increase in 2024, driven by strong demand in Asia and Europe. I wonder how much this impacted ours is impacted by the inflation and rising costs of every single thing versus the European parks, or the Asian parks, like what their inflation status is. I'm not well versed in that sort of a thing, but I'm just genuinely curious, and so I don't know the answer on that, but it's just where my mind goes. I think about the U.S. is like Disney's never been more of a luxury than right now in the history of like its pricing. But while attendance dipped slightly, guest spending continued to rise, allowing Disney to achieve higher income with fewer visitors. And again, right here, I am curious if the spending went up because the cost of everything went up. I feel like that happens a lot in order to make it look like there isn't a dip in the profits. Less guests means more expensive items, but more guests also means more expensive items. So there's really no winning in this little capitalist society that we've built of ours. But domestically, per guest spending increased 5% year over year, up from a 3% gain in 2024, fueled by regularly increased prices on tickets, parking, dining, and merchandise. Okay, so that's the point I was trying to make earlier. But guests aren't necessarily willing to spend more. It's that, like, what this makes it sound like. It's that they really don't have a choice,
Well, can I just jump in really
No,
quick?
I have like just a
Okay,
couple
okay,
more
all right.
sentences. I'm sorry. Internationally, per capita spending
Definitely.
grew 2%, following a 4% increase the previous year. Now you may interrupt.
Yes. So I think part of it is too that Disney keeps offering premium experiences.
Yeah.
So it's like there is a niche group of people who continue to pay more for things like Lightning Lane premium passes or VIP tours or deluxe resort stays. You know, they continue to build DVC resorts. So I think there's like that's definitely like part of Disney's marketing strategy is like marketing to the wealthy. I mean, there's just like no way around that. So, but I feel like every time too, I mean, I totally agree. Every time I see like, revenue's up, and I'm like, okay, revenue's different than park attendance.
Park
Right,
attendance
yeah.
is down, right?
Yeah,
1%.
They said 1%.
1%,
So
but it was-
basically, it like had a little tiny spike, but it went down by that exact
But
tiny
I think,
spike.
for me, I think a lot of that, from what I'm hearing from clients and friends and family or whatever, I think park attendance is down because people, the average Joe,
Can't afford it. Yeah.
not necessarily can't afford it, but doesn't want to travel because of the
Well, yes, because of a lot. Yeah.
political
Yeah.
issues and all of that. And they're worried about their jobs and they're worried about
Yeah.
their day-to-day lives. And they, you know, Disney's going to be what's going to get cut out of my life if, you know, I have to have all these other things I have to have.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's a big part of it for me, and I've noticed it with my clients too.
Well, and that is, I feel like that's a big. I mean, that's a really good point. You know, there's a. I'm sure you've seen it with like, I know a lot of like Canadian people who listen or watch the show have specifically reached out to say like, oh, we're actually not going to come this year, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm sure. I'm curious to see what a couple more months of this looks like, but like travel is down across the board in the
Yeah.
United States, period.
Right.
Because I think John was talking about it or sent an article about it to us, but it was about because I think he and Kevin like to go to Vegas, and he was saying that it was like from what he understands or has heard, it's like a ghost town where it's like I think Vegas travel is down double digit, like
it
and
is.
that's a big deal, like that, you know, especially when you go to places like this, like Orlando is definitely a hospitality based industry, you know, a city that relies on hospitality. I think about that every time all the cruise ports we go to and stuff like that is like great. Like when I went to Alaska, essentially every one of those towns was like, as much as Alaska people were sometimes like, oh, the cruise ships are here, but it's like their whole town in the society, like they like a
That's
lot of
where
those
they get
places.
their income.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because a lot of them leave after the season's done, you know?
Well, I can see that even in Port Canaveral. On days there's not a crew, especially Disney Cruise Line ship in port, businesses aren't open. Restaurants,
wow.
and they only open. I noticed this after COVID when they came back. They're not open 7 days a week. They're only open however many days there are a ship in port.
It's
Yeah.
wild. That
Because
makes
it just
sense.
there's no reason to be open if there's not going to be anybody there to do anything.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, it's a lot of things too. I mean, you know, Disney obviously isn't the only company. That's the problem, is like they're not the only people increasing these prices. I mean, I looked at flights the other day, and you know, it's hard because you feel like, oh, am I at the age where I'm just saying it used to be like this? And I'm like, no, I'm talking like last year it used to be like this. But like ticket prices right now, like I do that thing where you know when I'm going to visit my best friend in Milwaukee, or my like family in Massachusetts, or even when I want to go to Disneyland, I pull out the calendar of flights and I'll plug in to see all the things. You know, Southwest lets you do that. They let you look at a calendar basically so you can plan the travel around when it's cheaper. And I'm like, to fly there to any of these places is like, I used to be able to maybe get lucky and catch like a $99 flight, $125 flight, but lately it's been like $3 something
yikes.
each way, both times. So every time I've had to fly the last like 2 months, it's been like $800 plane tickets.
It's expensive,
And I have
when
to
you've got
swallow
a family,
that cost.
you're
Yeah.
bringing in a
And I'm just,
family.
well, that's the thing. I'm one person.
You're one
Yeah.
person. It just adds up, and at some point, you're gonna say it's enough, and I can't do it, or I'm gonna skip. I had one client the other day tell me I'll be back in 3.5 years, and it took me
Yeah.
a little bit to figure out what she was talking about. Okay, so hopefully things will get better.
I think too, I feel this way sometimes, especially as someone who goes to the parks a lot, is prices are increasing, but I don't know that value is increasing.
Okay.
Especially with
This is a really good point that you're making right now, Hannah. And I literally just had this conversation I was texting Kim because I was like in this line and I was getting frustrated about something. But I went to Disney Springs the other night. I went to dine somewhere, and I thought the service was the worst service I've had in a long time.
Oh.
Like, I'm talking, we ordered 3 items. One of the 3 items came, but there were 2 of it. And then when we went up and we had to go find the person and tell them because they weren't coming back and the food was getting cold because they sat me at the outside area of this place. And I was like, okay, we ordered these other 2 things as well. Only one of those other 2 things then showed up. Waited again with empty drinks for about 20 minutes. And I finally was like, hey, the 3rd item, where's the, we ordered a 3rd item. And then that did finally come out. Never got a refill on drinks. Had to ask for the water. Never got a refill on the water once they were gone.
My.
Any of the stuff. So, but the bill was not cheap. It was like $150 bill. And the thing that really frustrates me is that, yes, I am a local and yes, I am someone who gets to partake in these things. However,
But your money's the same.
exactly, my money's the same, but I'm also thinking about, Susie, whatever, from, she's here, maybe she's on her first date. Maybe she's here on a solo trip, or maybe she's here on a girls trip or with her kids or whatever they're doing. It's not, and they don't know better because they're not always here. But I'm like, it's not fair because Disney is priced as a premium and a luxury, and you as the consumer have a right and have every right to. It's a deal, right? Like, you are giving them this money because you've been sold on this experience and this quality and that stuff. And so I feel very sensitive to that topic lately, especially that, like, I feel like it's a bait and switch. It's this like terrible, like, well, we have your money now and it doesn't matter anymore, or like service can be this bad, or, it happens here and there. But I'm like, okay, but this is supposed to be the Disney difference. I understand if this was downtown Orlando or Winter Park or somewhere else, or anywhere else. But I'm like, I am at what is supposed to be the premier vacation destination in like the world. And you're telling me that it's not, and it's not uncommon to happen now. And that's sort of the thing. We experienced it on the cruise as well. And that was sort of one of our feedbacks. We'll talk about that a little bit when we do that live stream, though. It's like 40% of the crew was new, and that's understandable. But it is sort of this thing where I'm like, the quality shouldn't be slipping, especially when you're raising all these prices. Like, it should. You sold us on diamonds. I'm not here for gold.
Ooh, snap. I do feel like and I don't know any details of this, but there must be a cultural shift in the way that leaders are, training their teams or traditions or something. Something is off, and I don't know if it's like post-COVID, just don't care anymore. But it's like that Disney difference. I'm like, okay, are you guys teaching that anymore? I don't
even know. Yeah,
I don't know.
I remember hearing just after COVID, when they started hiring new people, they cut down the training. I don't know what it was. It must have been like 3 or 4 days. It's now a 1-day traditions. So there's no way it's, lack of a better term, like being hammered in as well as it was before. And then I'm sure, it's trickled down from management. And now 5 years later, we're really feeling the effects from those changes. No, I felt it too. And I feel like I've talked about this too, is the value of what we used to receive at Disney parks. Like, not only fast passes changing, but just, I don't know, the show quality and the quality of the new things that are coming out. Like, yes, they're shiny and new, but it's not what it doesn't feel like what it used to be when we had new parades, new shows come out. Yeah, I don't know. And also on top of all that, we had resort-wide price increases on parking, tickets, tours, food went up 50 cents to $1. And all that adds up times a family of 4 or 6. So yeah. We'll have to see what happens.
Sorry, we watched this. Yeah. It's called The Chit Show. I now have realized the pun. But he has this mannerism of being like, he's just always like, meow.
Yeah.
Success. But I do 100%. I feel like, my heart goes out. Obviously, I talk about it a lot. My mother was a single mother, 4 children, trying to bring kids to something like this. And we wouldn't have been able to do it if Nana didn't live, within 3 hours of Walt Disney World, and without like my grandmother. And we used to have to work, like I used to recycle cans to pay for my like ticket, it was my souvenir money. So we all had to contribute $50, which in 1994 was expensive. I think
yeah.
this is dumb. Now here we go. Here we go.
Oh no.
I always used to collect, I always wanted to collect Power Ranger toys, and it was a thing I always had to pay for because it didn't work like that when I was a kid. You didn't just get it because you wanted it.
Right.
I remember the seasons always change, like, Zeo, Turbo, In Space, Lost Galaxy, Lights to Be Rescued, whatever, etc.
Whatever.
As it were. And the Morphers. I always wanted the Morphers because that was what I liked. I liked to play pretend with everybody and pretend we were the Power Rangers. So that was the thing that turned you into the Power Ranger. No action figures for me, but also the Morpher, $10, right? That thing nowadays, I mean, the show's isn't on anymore, but the last couple seasons, that thing was $30-something. And I was just like, for what? For what? And it's not even made as well. And that's the thing where I'm like, God, we are just going. I don't know. This is obviously a deeper conversation for another time. Maybe we'll save it for the Patreon show. I don't know. But I just feel it. And I was like, does everybody go through this moment in life? Like, is this just something that happens to us as we grow up, as we move forward? It can't be. And also,
I think to some degree, but it's been a volatile time since a while, but.
Well, we have the right and the power to stop it. And that's the thing is I don't want people to sit into complacency. So like you need to be this is the hardest part about it. It's like you have to advocate for your own experience, but also I advocate for it because I'm advocating for others. I don't want the people who don't know better to be swindled out of their money and their experience, especially right now, especially in these times when it's literally just trying to be this like little bit of light in somebody's life and just this experience that brings somebody a little bit of happiness, But I'm going to talk positively now. I'm positive this is bull crap. No, I'm just. Disney is in the philanthropic area. Disney is going to be giving $5 million toward the reopening of the Altadena Charles White Park as part of its ongoing $15 million commitment to help after the wildfires, the LA wildfires, as part of a recovery act. The park is going to reopen next year with a community center and enhanced playground with Disney touches. So I thought that was really, nice. I thought that was really cool because I always, I feel like I talk a lot about how, specifically Disneyland, where I'm like, I want Disney to be investing in the communities to which and where it is. So it's not just, I want them to be the betterment of all of us, but I want to know that they're giving back to where they are, where they are. I think everybody should, but whatever. That's, again, another conversation, another day, another place. I lost what my next topic was. I'm not going to lie. It's about YouTube. I know that.
Oh, YouTube.
Sorry, my thumb hit the page and it scrolled all the way to the top. And here I wrote in this note, money, money, money must be funny in a rich man's world. ABBA.
I'm disappointed you didn't sing it, but that's,
money, money, money must be funny. And yes, I am singing the movie version. Okay, the next thing here, which I think the girls have been fighting for a while, is the Walt Disney Company has announced a new multi-year distribution agreement with YouTube TV, ensuring continued access to Disney's premier sports, news, and entertainment programming for subscribers. The renewed partnership delivers expanded value and viewing options while strengthening the relationship between two of the biggest names in media and streaming. Now, as part of this deal, Disney's full lineup of networks, which includes ESPN, ABC, FX Networks, National Geographic, Freeform, and the Disney-branded channels, has already been restored to YouTube TV subscribers. Yeah, I'm Canadian today, I guess. The agreement underscores both companies' commitment to providing more content flexibility and comprehensive entertainment experiences for audience across all platforms. One of the most notable features of the new agreement is the inclusion of ESPN's upcoming direct-to-consumer streaming service, ESPN Unlimited, which will be made available at no additional cost to YouTube TV subscribers. The new service will include a mix of live events, exclusive programming, and on-demand content designed for sports fans who want even more ways to access ESPN's extensive coverage. In addition, subscribers will gain access to a selection of ESPN Unlimited programming directly within YouTube TV's interface, making it easier to find and enjoy content without needing to switch platforms. I can't read this whole thing. It's too long. I don't know why I didn't edit this down more. YouTube TV will feature will further integrate the Disney Plus and Hulu bundle into select offerings, making it simple for customers to access all 3 streaming platforms through one subscription. Hey, how much does YouTube TV cost? I thought it was like a $10 a month thing. This sounds like this is like an $80 a month thing.
It's more.
Yeah, because it basically it's like a cable replacement. It's like a Hulu Live. Let's see how much. I used to have it. So they do have a deal for 12 months. You can get it for $54.99, I guess, per month. Let's see. Anyways, I'm a little confused about this and how this works with all the other Disney Plus bundles. Like, is this going to cannibalize some of that market share for them? Like, is it going to be cheaper to just say, oh, I'll just get YouTube TV instead of bundling Disney Plus, ESPN, Hulu?
I don't know. I'm definitely being taken advantage of because I've always had Hulu without commercials since it existed. And then I got Disney Plus at the D23 thing. And also, don't even get me started. My Disney Plus renewed. And it did the year renewal while I was on the ship, and I wanted to cancel it, and I couldn't cancel it. So I lost $215 or something. It's like 200 and like something. And I was like, no, this ain't worth it. I was like, I am not renewing that again next year because also there's going to be no Star Wars this year. So I don't have any Star Wars show. I don't think there's any Marvel shows this year. I was like, what am I watching this for?
On Disney Plus?
Yeah, I'd rather just pay it 1 month at a time, use it 1 month at a time, and binge insurance.
That's what I do, 1 month at a time.
I need to do it, but they charge me for the whole year.
I got to figure out how because I think I'm paying for things that I don't. I'm paying double paying on things. Because some things are available with Disney Plus, right?
Well,
but I already had it.
Yeah.
Like,
like you can do like HBO Max with it now. And
but
stuff.
I'm already paying for that separately.
Well, and that was, and I think it's actually cheaper. But before you had to like call every month, and they prorated it or something. And I was just like, but also you could say, well, just cancel it and renew it, the Hulu or whatever. But I was like, but I've had Hulu for like. I don't know how long has Hulu been around now, 17 years or something like that.
So I'm getting it from both
and
things, right?
I don't want to lose my algorithm.
Yeah.
And it's confusing.
I will tell you, I went through this recently, and it was like, I probably could have like figured out how to fly the moon. I did so much math because it was like, because I do have duplicates of some accounts, but because I bundle some things.
Her on a clear, dry erase board.
Right?
We're like filming. It's like Beautiful Mind.
It's a big math problem. It's a huge math problem.
She's got like 13 pencils.
Put me
in her
on
hair.
it. It'll take me like an hour, but I will figure it out. And I think ultimately I'm only saving like $5 a month, but I am saving $5 a month. And
because you're bundling or...
I'm bundling some stuff. I'm doing some stuff separately.
See, I don't get so there's
and now when I log in, no clue, girl.
I get through Amazon. Some things I get through Amazon Prime. But I'm also getting it somewhere else too.
If you have Walmart Plus, you get Paramount Plus free. There's like things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
We could go down this rabbit hole.
I feel like I'm wasting
I do
money.
have Paramount too as well. I have too many now, and I'm like, nope. And I don't want to say what I'm doing with them because I also don't want them to be like password crackdown. I'm not really sharing, but there's one that I'm sharing, and it's like, and I don't want it. They don't know yet.
You're sharing with someone else?
I think I'm sharing. So I think there's two.
Yeah,
it's like my Netflix.
Well, and also when you travel, like when I go home for the holidays, like my mom doesn't have any streaming accounts. I'm not going to stream all my shows, especially Christmas movies. They're across like 12 different platforms. Like if you want to watch, they're not all, on one streaming service. Really quick too, just a beef with Disney Plus. I don't think anybody cares. But so if you have Disney Plus with ads, holy cow. If you go to watch a short, like a Mickey Mouse short that's like 5 minutes long, they play an ad before that. So if you have kids, the ad version, your kids do not, I don't have patience for it, but like, I've never seen so many ads on a streaming platform like I have for Disney Plus. So
I think ads are everywhere though, because we still get cable TV.
I do too through my HOA.
And when we watch the evening news,
okay,
he tells one story.
Oh, good Lord!
And then it goes to an ad. We watched it the other night, or he'll tell you what's coming up. But then he never gets to it because there's so many ads. And you lose. I'm like, okay, I can't sit here for an hour waiting through all these ads.
Also, the thing with the password, so I wanted to say that real quick, is that, I used to, so I had Spotify Family, like the family account, the premium account or whatever, because you can have like 5 licenses on it. And so I had at least one other person on it. And I was like, well, I was like, I sent them an email and I was like, I want to add my mother to this account, but we don't live in the same house. But this is what I want to give her. And they were like, okay, well, you can't do that then. You have to pay for it
What?
separately. So I,
What's the
for
point?
a year, had a separate Spotify account I paid for. Logged in one day to my family account. There were 3 like Asian emails attached to it that weren't my mom's. That I was like, these have been in here for God knows how long. And I was like, and they didn't catch this. I was like,
They're like, thank you.
I was like,
Ryan
I can't
Clavin.
believe. Yeah, well, screw me for trying to do the right thing, I guess. But so that's
It's
where I
not
was like,
illegal to
forget this.
to have someone else on if they're not in your house, right? Like
I
on
think
Netflix,
try to
if someone
crack
else
down on
uses
that. I
it.
mean,
It is. So that's why whenever Google asks you, can we use your location, you always say do not allow and remember all day. Because otherwise, once Google knows where you are, if you log into anything, they're going to know you're not in the same place. So I don't want anything to know where I am anymore. I'm over that. No more.
this is
I live
our
in the woods now.
conspiracy
I'm trying to
theory
look up the
episode.
Disney, how much I paid for Disney thing so I can move on, but
I'm
it's like lost in
confused.
my credit card charges here.
Charges come up and it's like, okay, I guess that's a renewal for something, but I don't know what it is.
Speaking of ads, I do see this ad all the time where there's like an app or some sort of service where they like, and this is probably terrible because then they get all your information, but they can like figure out like
Oh, I've
what
seen
is like a
that. It's like an app,
duplicate
yeah.
and what is. Just send me over there with my whiteboard,
Right?
and I'll
And
figure
then
it
I
out.
feel
for you.
like they're going to take my money too.
I'll save you $5 a month, girl. Bring it on. You'll have 12 different logins, but you will save $5 a
Oh,
month.
please. I've got my big book
All
of
right.
logins I told her.
Let's move on from this conversation. But let's stay in the digital realm here. I do have a question. I have this in the story. It's like old news, but I thought it was interesting. Is that Disney and Fortnite? Disney and Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
Disney and Fortnite. You know, they've been they now there was a whole thing at D23 about it. Whatever. You know, but Disney Parks and Fortnite have now partnered for a new in-game experience. Celebrating Disneyland's 70th anniversary, the Haunted Mansion, and more in this game called Disneyland Game Rush. This is the first time Disney parks are officially represented within Fortnite, but it's not the normal battle royale. It's a family-friendly interactive adventure inspired by classic attractions, lands, and it's more magical than competitive. I believe Chloe wrote that line. Players begin in the 70th Anniversary Hub, featuring an artistic reimagining of Sleeping Beauty Castle, a lively soundtrack, and a skyline filled with iconic Disneyland landmarks. From there, you do some... Actually, Chloe, have you played it?
I have played it.
Oh, then why don't you
Yes.
tell us about it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, yes.
I haven't played
He's already
Fortnite at
explaining.
all, so convince me to play Fortnite
So
as well.
yeah, I will. I will say this is a limited time separate island that you go to. It's not like any items that you collect here. Like you can get a Mickey pumpkin mask to wear. You can get Mickey ears. There's a Goofy hat.
What
a
platform
hat
is
box.
this on? Is it on like an Xbox?
It's on
or-
everything: PC, Xbox,
Okay.
Switch. But you can get a Hatbox backpack, like back bling, that I'm obsessed with. But none of that carries over to your normal closet for your avatars in other games. So this is just within this little Disney bubble. But they're saying that this is kind of like
You said bubble butt.
bubble butt. No, this is like kind of like a play test, is what's rumored
Juvenile.
for.
It's like a $2
This is a
per
play
game.
test for like a bigger collab coming potentially next year, where there will be more, because they already have the Disney villains in the game, the Star Wars characters. They have a huge Simpsons season right now, which is hilarious. My boyfriend plays Battle Royale, and
I think
like
they're
literally
adding
dropped
Stranger
down
Things too, right?
into Springfield. I'm not sure. Probably, I would assume so. They collab with everybody, but yeah, Disney specifically, it's ramping up.
Well,
but the
Simpsons
Disneyland-
is Disney now too. I'm just realizing that.
Yeah.
Well, you just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Disneyland mini games are cute. They're fun. I played a few rounds of a full rotation. They're all based on attractions. There's Matterhorn, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission
cool.
Breakout, Haunted Mansion. It's slipping from me. I'm sorry. I think you have the list in front of you too. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Matterhorn, Indiana Jones, Space Mountain, Guardians
Yes.
of the Galaxy, Web Slingers.
Web Slingers.
Oh,
Okay.
fun.
Yeah. They're each different little mini games. It's a quick rotation, and then between each mini game, you have about a minute in like the Esplanade area, essentially, which is where you see Sleeping Beauty Castle, the Mickey's Fun Wheel. I'll always call it that, even though it's the Pixar pal around. And then there's like there's trivia spots where you can get more in-game currency to go get the Disney souvenirs that you can unlock to wear in that a promenade and mini games. Yeah. So I'm hoping it's a sign for a bigger thing to come because this is a really cool collaboration. It's very limited time. So yeah.
It's interesting. I want to bring it up because just like Fortnite it seems like, I could be incorrect, but it's like the largest thing in gaming. And it's been around for a while, but it now has just become, it's like a blob. Like it absorbs everything it touches in a similar way that Disney does.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm a huge fan of, I played a few rounds of Battle Royale, and my boyfriend wants me to play more. But I'm a big fan of the festival mode, which is essentially like it's the creators of Rock Band that helped them create this, and you use your controller to play songs like you would with Guitar Hero or Rock Band. But there's new songs added, including there's like The Simpsons from. Is it Symbol Plan that did that? Or no, that was Scooby-Doo. There's a whole Scooby-Doo season that just happened, too.
Oh.
So I'm Daphne right now in the game. But yeah, there's like the Simpsons scene that was just added, and they add like a bunch of Star Wars music. So it's very addicting for me to play the music.
This sounds like a
love it.
never-ending.
I know.
Confused.
Well,
There's
a lot of different
They
game
added
modes,
Power Rangers, so that's why I was like, oh God, here we go.
I'm surprised I didn't
I
get
know.
you. That would have been the one.
I think they technically did. I just have literally no time. I have an unfinished game of Guardians of the Galaxy on PlayStation 4. I haven't even finished, and I now have a 5.
I think
so I'm like,
the biggest part of like the novelty of it in any game mode, when you have like, let's say Emperor Palpatine, you have, or King of the Hill, you have like all these emotes that you can unlock or dances. So you have these characters doing the most insane things that is not canon.
Yeah.
That you can just like make videos and memes of, and that's like the whole.
It's
gimmick
interesting
of it.
to me because I feel like Disney. That's Disney's mall sister, Tiffany. They're specifically trying to create like a new platform. Like I don't know. I get in this feeling like something within the games because didn't they try to do like the panel within Fortnite for like D23? Am I misremembering that? That
it was
Disney,
the Epic
wasn't it?
Games collab
Yeah.
announcement.
Oh, wait, this is so overwhelming. Okay, here's what I do. I have this thing called Happy Color, and I color Disney pictures with my finger on my phone.
Okay, I think
That's
Eli
about
actually
nice.
does that too. He like is obsessed with it.
It's fun.
It's relaxing.
That
It's
is relaxing.
relaxing.
Okay.
Well,
fun.
I do like a video game every now and then, so I'm probably going to reach out to you for more tips and tricks on that. So maybe we'll do something on Patreon. I always
we
wanted to do
should.
something with gaming on this channel, and it'll never happen. But I would like if we did something like, a little
At
more
least before the
sporadic on thing.
70th thing ends, it'd be
Yeah.
fun to stream that.
Before
Yeah.
you're 70?
No, the
Are you
Disneyland
playing it on a
70th.
PlayStation 5?
Xbox.
Excuse me. Well, a little bit of Walt Disney World news here. I feel like we're creeping in on time, but we're enjoying some. Oh, sorry.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
No, but we can
you're
play
okay.
together on any platform.
Oh.
Because once you have a Microsoft account, you can.
It's just all online.
Yeah, you can all play together.
There's no mission-based gaming. Is it all online gaming? Do you know?
No, there's some offline.
Do you play games like
Yeah, there's some offline.
Yeah, I'm worried about little kids calling me bad names.
You don't have to listen to it. I don't listen to the chat.
Okay.
No.
100%. I am worried
You're
about
like, I
kids
don't
calling me
need
the
this
F word.
anywhere
Yeah.
else.
They call you bad names?
Kids love you.
Yeah, kids love.
They really do love you.
Okay, so over at Walt Disney World, let's get this baggage off our hands here.
Lord.
Walt Disney World is expanding its airport luggage transfer pilot program to include arriving guests flying Southwest Airlines into MCO, which is the Orlando International Airport, starting today, November 18th. The service, which was first launched as a pilot earlier this year, allows guests staying at select Disney resort hotels to skip baggage claim entirely. Instead, they check their bag, they check their luggage at the Southwest bag drop or the ticket counter, wherever before the flight, and upon their arrival in Orlando, their bags are transported directly to the Disney Resort Hotel. Now, this new arrival service is made possible through Bag Check. It's a trusted third-party provider which will coordinate the transfer from the airport to the resort. Guests can expect their luggage to arrive at their hotel within roughly 4 hours of landing. Eligible guests will begin receiving emails this week outlining the program details and how to register. According to Disney, travelers flying Southwest and staying at participating Disney resorts collection hotels can register for the luggage transfer between 30 and 5 days before their departure date. This sounds like something that would make exiting the nightmare of MCO a little bit easier because there's going through security is awful at MCO, but the bag check,
Baggage pickup,
especially the Southwest bag check area, nightmare. It's just 10,000 flights landed at once. You got it. So that's just like one less thing to worry about a little bit. Although I have such bad anxiety. I would be like,
was
because like,
thinking
what
that
if it gets
too.
lost? At least if it's lost and you're at the airport and you know it's lost, you go and talk to somebody right away.
Right.
But this, you like are then going to have to spend the time to get somebody on the phone, and it's been hours.
We won't know.
Right.
until
Or
it's-
damaged too,
Yeah.
if your suitcase is damaged.
Yep. Yeah. So that's it stressed me out. But I'm sure this is going to be, honestly, I'm intrigued, and I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
am too.
offer this service so that I can just get my bag to my mom's house the next time I go home.
Hey, you know what? Honestly, just bring back Magical Express.
It feels, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, our clients would love it. I would love it.
That
Yeah.
just, I don't even get me started on
I
that.
know. My
It's just
bad.
messed up.
Sorry, gang. That ain't coming back ever. That would be the ultimate
it's
twist in
not.
this story, I feel like, is that
Yeah.
someday they were like,
Josh,
we're
tomorrow we're
offering
looking
this
at you.
real big free offering. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
Even if you charge just a little bit,
I agree.
it would still be magical.
No, don't give them that. It'll be charged a little bit in the beginning, then it'll just go up.
Yeah,
and
it'll
up
just
and
go
up.
up and up and up. Hey, remember when Disney Plus was like $5 a month? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, it's
Yeah.
not anymore? I don't even look
no.
at
It's
the
like
bill
$20
anymore.
a month now.
with
I'm not even kidding.
ad free is like $20 a month.
It's messed up.
Yeah.
It's done, and
that's why I never have
and they're
any
all that
money.
much, and I was just like, "Who's making this money?" You
I
know what?
know.
You're right. You know what? We're the working class people. We don't deserve nice things. They're right. So, over at the Grand Floridian, we've got some
Speaking
new things
of.
popping up. Speaking of the people who can definitely afford it, the Garden View Lounge at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort is set to open in early 2026 after a lengthy closure and refurbishment.
Finally.
This I don't even know what this is.
Tea room.
Sure. A tea room. I'm never at Grand Floridian. I don't know. I'm not spending time over there. Also, it's a nightmare. Like, it's one of those resorts where I'm like, they'll never let you park there, so you can never. I feel like I never get to experience it. It's my least experienced resort, I think, at Walt Disney World. I lied. Saratoga Springs. I don't even know that I've ever stepped foot in there. But the Garden View Lounge has been a sentimental favorite. I'm a sentimental man. Sorry, wicked. For blah 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 for Walt Disney guests, blah, blah, blah. Afternoon tea service, floral themed ambiance, and relaxed setting overlooking the resort grounds. While the spaces remain closed during the multi-year redesign of the Grand Floridian lobby and guest areas, Disney has now shared that the lounge will not only return, but it will also feature an updated atmosphere that aligns with the refreshed look and the resort's iconic main building. According to Disney, the new design will complement the reimagined lobby, which has been undergoing phased enhancements aimed at brightening the space while preserving that Victorian elegance that defines the resort. The reimagined Garden View Lounge will introduce a new tea experience featuring, quote, whimsical Disney touches for guests of all ages. While full menu and service details have not yet been released, Disney's wording suggests that the tea offering may be more interactive or themed than before. So the Grand Floridian has been undergoing a multi-phase transformation to update guest rooms, dining locations, and shared spaces while maintaining the resort's signature turn-of-the-century charm. I would like to do a tea service because I like tea very much. I drink tea, not coffee. But it also looks like over there, speaking of this whole like overhaul, is that the Perch, the Grand Floridian, the lobby bar, has officially opened as of last week. I don't suppose anybody went to that yet. No.
I like the look of it,
Yeah.
and I like it. It makes sense that
A
they
big
would
old
have.
bird cage.
I mean, I kind of like that aesthetic. I really do. It makes sense they would have a lobby bar. I'm sad. Isn't this impacting the gingerbread house this
Yes.
year?
Yeah, no gingerbread,
Which is
baby.
BS to me. Like
Yes.
that. The point of having like.
Take away a sofa or two.
Right. Well, and also I'm just like, this is the time when you need that lobby bar experience because that lobby, it's like you have all these people in there. They're buying the same couple of gingerbread treats. There's no like beverage offerings. They're playing the piano. It's like it would be nice to have, you know, more of that atmospheric hangout because the Enchanted Rose doesn't open till like 5 p.m. So unless you're like going to the quick service or Grand Floridian Cafe, like you can't, it just doesn't feel as much like a space you can hang out in. Honestly, I'm surprised the tea room has been closed since COVID. It's been open. It's just open seating. There's nothing over there. They've not refreshed it. I guess they're working on it now. I don't know why they didn't turn that into a lobby bar because then it wouldn't have been smack dab in the middle of the lobby where they put the giant Christmas tree and all the things. So that's what they should have done with it. I think the tea experience is very cool, but I think they could have put it somewhere else. Also, here's an idea. You should have taken Enchanted Rose and done a tea service there like brunchy hours and just transform that place, and it could have been a princess tea service, and that would have been very cool. So anyways, I don't know, but I'll check out the lobby bar.
Yeah.
You know I will.
I mean, yeah.
I'll do the hard research.
Yeah, you should do the
Lord's
should
work.
do the Lord's work here for us, the Grand Floridian Lord's work. Well, we're talking about that area, that loop over there. A restaurant that I still haven't been to is this Wailulu Bar and Grill is set to begin taking reservations.
Thank the Lord.
Well,
Yes,
so this
for
starts
December 3rd.
online reservations December 3rd, but the system starts December 4th, right? So it was like a just seat yourself situation, right?
It's walk up availability.
Which
You can do an app,
especially
but
at
you have to
a
be
restaurant.
on property. And then here's the other BS thing. Sorry, I'm on a roll today. Is that for a brief time they were reporting that you could park at the Polynesian if you're going to Trader Sam's or Wailulu. Then they tore up the parking lot because they're moving the entrance into the Polynesian.
That
and
parking lot is
know,
always torn up.
Right, that is the Polynesian's always torn up, and it is my favorite resort.
She tore
I
up.
digress. Yeah, just like me, I tore up. But yeah, so they won't let you park there. So like my parents were in town, they were going to Wailulu. It ain't cheap, and they were like, "No, sorry, you cannot park here." And they're like,
It's literally in my notes is this whole thing, this problem with it.
right.
Yeah.
And then they're like, my parents don't have an annual pass. They're like, okay, so we're gonna go pay to park at Magic Kingdom, walk over from the TTC to then spend $100+
Yeah. And they're not going to
your
validate that
restaurant.
parking either.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
You could valet or whatever, but yeah, I think they ended up getting a Kona reservation instead. So anyways, it's time. It makes sense. Wailulu is great, though.
Yes,
I do love
I
it.
agree.
Is it? I want to go. We'll do a review there at
Yes,
some point.
please.
Definitely. Oh my gosh. Willis, one of our Patreon supporters, messaged me and told me he was here this week, and it's just like it was one of those weeks where you're like everything is all happening at once, everything everywhere all at once.
That's how-
and I am just a bagel.
Everything bagel.
Yeah. So, I mean, I look forward to that. I can't do the stress of going to a resort anymore and going to security and be like, I want to go eat here. And they're like, do you have a reservation? You're like, no. And I'm like, some of them aren't reservation based. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I promise you, I'm not trying to get into the theme park.
Yeah,
I was
trust
like,
me.
what do you want to do? Do it how they do at Disneyland. Make me pay for the parking then until I come back for validation or
Yeah.
something. I don't know what the solution is, but yeah.
Also,
Anyway.
Wailulu is also a great spot for fireworks viewing around dinner time. So I bet that's going to be a sought-after reservation. But it's good to know that we have reservations instead of just relying on the walk-up lists.
Chloe, why don't you tell us about what's going on over at Hollywood Studios? Because there's
Of
two new
course.
exciting things over there.
Yes. Well, I have the Walt Disney Presents.
Teresa's falling asleep.
No,
I
I was
saw. I
just
just
slow
saw you
blink.
nod.
I was a
I just
slow
saw
blink.
you nod.
She's resting
We're
her
almost
eyes.
done. We're almost
Just
done.
resting my
I also
eyes.
have discounts.
Yes, and new discounts,
Yes.
and then we're done.
All right, all
Yeah.
right.
Okay. So Walt Disney Presents at Disney's Hollywood Studios, previously known as One Man's Dream, has officially debuted a new seasonal refresh for this holiday season. The attraction now features a holiday-themed exhibit called Disney Takes a Holiday, showcasing artifacts from several Disney holiday films, along with a limited-time lineup of classic animated shorts playing inside the theater. This is also where you can meet Santa Claus at Disney's Hollywood Studios up until Christmas Eve, and then it changes over to Santa Goofy. So this is like your one stop. If you're not going to Jollywood Nights and you want some more Christmas in the park, this is where you need to go.
Will that be open during Jollywood?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And in true Hollywood
Yeah.
Studios fashion, this the newly installed displays feature like a little behind the scenes look at screen used costumes, props, design elements from 4 different Disney holiday films. They include The Santa Claus, Noel, Babes in Toyland, and The Muppets Christmas Carol.
For a second, I was like, what is Noel?
The
It's
new
Disney Plus.
2019, yeah, with Anna Kendrick. And then I actually went and checked this out the day that it opened because it was kind of a surprise. They just opened it and let the world see it without little fanfare. And when I saw that I could go see Tiny Tim's costume in person behind glass, of course, I about shed a tear because it is so tiny. And also Rizzo the Rat's costume is so tiny. And they're just kind of floating there with like on a little mannequin, I guess, and their hat is just above them, and they're almost cuter without the puppet or the Muppet inside them. It's so cute. So they have Gonzo's costume, and they have Rizzo's, and they have Kermit's and Robin's, and then they have like a little miniature village house that they use in the movie as well. And then for Noel, the 2019 Disney Plus film, they have some of the costumes that Anna Kendrick wore. They also have the Book
Which is
of
also
Santa.
probably tiny, right?
Yeah, those are also tiny. And then for Babes in Toyland, they have some vintage toys and souvenirs from the film or around that time. And then the Santa Claus, they have actually props and costumes from the 3 films. But they have like costumes that Tim Allen wore. They have, oh my goodness, what is the elf's name?
Bernard's,
yeah.
Yes, they have his velvet
murdered Lucy on ER.
gilded costume. Yeah. And then they also have the naughty and nice list. So it's a super cute little
Sounds cute.
installation. And then inside the theater, they're constantly playing on rotation Pluto's Christmas Tree, The Art of Skiing, and one more. I lost my place. I'm so sorry. On Ice.
You just
Walt
reminded
Disney's
me.
on Ice.
There's
What?
a Mickey's Christmas Carol Roosevelt's collection coming
Yes,
out today.
it drops
my.
today.
Gotta
Yeah,
look, 4
that's
p.m.
good.
But yeah, so I checked out
Christmas
the shorts
Fair show.
too. It's fun to just take a rest in there. Again, like I said, they're continuously playing. It's about 23 minutes. I think they said for the full rotation of the 3 shorts. So it's a nice little break spot.
Cool beans.
Yeah. I look forward to checking that out. You want to tell us the other cool thing?
What's the other cool thing? Oh
The
no.
window display.
The window display.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry, I didn't have that loaded. I forgot that was this week too. I was so excited about this. As you know, I'm a big fan of the Great Movie Ride.
I was like, don't make me tell that story.
Wait,
No, I want to
Prove
talk
it.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I can talk about
Just
this without my notes. It's fine. So they actually decided to take some of the old gals out from the Footlight Parade scene, which was the first scene on the Great Movie Ride. There's 3 of them now outside the oh my goodness, Taylor to the Stars on Hollywood Boulevard, and they're in their same little like arms up position. You can see their swimming caps and their shoes that they originally wore, but they have like this peppermint style Santa hat and a peppermint outfit, and they just look like these old Hollywood dancers now in the window. But it's so cool. It was bittersweet, honestly, to see them reusing the Great Movie Ride figurines in a new holiday fashion. So another reason to go to
cool.
Hollywood Studios right now.
I love Hollywood Studios during the holidays.
Oh, me too.
It's my
I went
favorite.
3
Yeah.
times last week, and I cannot get enough.
I just absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't, yeah.
I will say the Footlight Parade, like in person, I'm like, oh, there's that 100-yard stare. I miss so much.
I know. They're a
They
little
definitely
scary.
will haunt you. And I
It's
love it.
crazy how good condition they look like.
Yeah.
Whose basement were they in this whole time? Like
Yeah,
that's all I
right?
kept thinking
know.
about. I was like,
Back to Disney.
but yeah.
It's also interesting. I'm just putting it together. They debuted around the same time that this new exhibit opened at Walt Disney Presents. So I wonder if like they just did a big archival.
Oh,
Delivery.
Sorry. Oh, the camera was on me, and I'm looking
Oh no,
around
you're
like
fine.
Where am I?
I'm giving you the 20 yards there now. Yeah, but that's cool. I like that. I love the idea of that like recycled history. You know,
Yes.
sort of remaking, and it feels very befitting of Hollywood Studios in that way. It's cool. I don't know. It reminds me like, you know, they got the sugar babies and they got the little
hot cocoa gals.
Yeah, the poodles and stuff, and I was like, this feels right. You know,
It just makes me cry.
I know, it's my favorite.
I just love
I
Hollywood
want
Studios.
I
at
want them to
Christmas.
do a Halloween Hollywood Studios, very retro, like 50s
Oh,
sort
yeah.
of
Black and orange tinsel.
Yes, I want
Yeah.
that stuff. Like, please, just give me that so bad.
Sweaty masks.
Okay, Hannah.
All right, I'm gonna hit you with
Because
some.
we got the discount diva. I know we're running long
Discount
today, but these are some
diva.
good discounts.
Okay, this one is breaking news as of like right before the show started. So there is there is an additional discount if you have a Disney Cruise Line placeholder reservation. You know, you normally save 10% off a future booking, but now for select dates, you can save an additional on top of that 10%, 25% off. So do the math, people. That's like 35% off of your cruise. So this is select sailings. It is not available on the Disney Destiny or the Disney Adventure. It is available on the Disney Treasure, however. So I think just because there are a lot of dates, I'll just kind of give an overview of what you can look for. On the Disney Dream, they have select 3, 4, and 5 night sailings discounted from Fort Lauderdale. The date range is from April 3rd through September 27th. So that's nice. There's one Halloween on the High Seas sailing included in that. On the Disney Magic, so these sailings are kind of all over the place. San Diego, Vancouver, I guess just San Diego and Vancouver for these dates. But the date range for these discounted cruises is April 19th through September 28th. And then the Disney Wish for those, both the 3 and the 4 night Bahamian sailings, the range is April 3rd through, there's a lot of Disney Wish sailings on here, September 25th. The Disney Wonder, which is these dates are sailing from San Diego, and then the repositioning from Vancouver to San Diego, April 3rd through September 28th. I think you guys are seeing a trend here with the dates. Disney Fantasy, these are all from Port Canaveral. They are all the 5 night Bahamian itineraries. A lot of these include both Lookout Key and Castaway Key. Date range, April 3rd through September 25th. And then the Disney Treasure, so these are the 7 night. Actually, it's only offered, the discount's only offered on the Western Caribbean itinerary. So, normally that would include Jamaica, but that includes Falmouth, Jamaica, Cozumel, Mexico, and Grand Cayman, plus Castaway Key. This is May 16th through August 8th of next year. So the discount level is going to depend on the sailing for these. The best part of all is that if you are booked on any of these sailings with your placeholder, whether you booked it with Dreams Unlimited Travel or on your own, which really should book it with Dreams Unlimited Travel because we're going to give you a shipboard credit on all of these too. So it's double the discounts. Holy ship. You get a discount and a shipboard credit to use towards, specialty drinks, souvenirs, port adventures, you name it. But Disney Cruise Line is automatically applying this discount. So there's no action required. You're going to get a lovely email from your travel agent saying that you've saved. I think Teresa said she had one that was the savings of $1,000.
Yeah, it went from like over 5,500 down to 4,700. I mean, it was a good savings.
Yeah, nice.
I was shocked.
Yeah, for an additional discount, I don't know that we see like that high of a discount before. So, sign of good things to come. Also, they're doing a special. You can upgrade your placeholder reservation to reserve a concierge stateroom on select sailings, and save 10% on the voyage fare for categories 2B. And lower. So essentially not any of the big, like the,
1 bedroom.
Right. The Walt and the Roy suite, the Tower or the Funnel suites, those kind of things. But normally those would not be discounted. So
basically,
basically you can invite any of us to go on that cruise with you.
Oh, yes.
If you're staying in one of those suites, yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Mm-hmm. We're available. Yeah. Dreams Unlimited Travel.
Share a room.
I am, there is a question in this chat. Hannah, do you have the list of discounted sailings from San Diego?
I do, but it's kind of lengthy.
Okay, so there's
an article on DCL Fan that I think is in progress that will have all of these dates.
Okay, just because we're running a little tight on the time.
Yeah, and
here,
I do want to point out, I know I was giving a date range that's basically April to September on all these. It's not every single sailing during that time frame. So, and this discount is being applied automatically, so you either get it or you don't. There's, no in between. Since we are short on time, I do just want to mention last week, because it was Veterans Day, they announced the return of the military salute discounts for both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. So Walt Disney World, this includes a room discount where you can save up to 30% off of select resorts, basically the deluxe resorts, on, of course, select days. So there's blackouts like spring break, Easter time, 4th of July, Christmas, things like that. But those are available to book now. Or if you are valid for this discount, you can apply that to previously booked reservation if it's available. Disneyland's hotel discounts are not out just yet. But they typically offer something similar. The ticket discount is great. The thing about that, though, is you do have to purchase that directly from a military base or a place that sells military tickets. So like the Shades of Green Resort at Walt Disney World, you can buy military price tickets there. So they are like for Walt Disney World, you can purchase up to a 5-day park hopper. And the good thing about these tickets is, and this is for both Disney World and Disneyland, is that they're good for the entire year. And you don't have to use them on consecutive dates. So, like, I know my parents are going to purchase one in January and kind of treat it like an annual pass. They'll go 5 times sporadically throughout the year. Also,
I hope not sporadically.
Well, I don't know. What does that mean?
Sorry, it's from Clueless.
Oh, okay,
I'll be
okay.
seeing
Now I get
you.
it.
I hope not sporadically.
I get it now. Also, Disney Cruise Line, military. So what they're doing this year is that you can get an onboard credit, a $250 onboard credit for active and retired U.S. military personnel for 2026 sailings. This can be combined with the Dreams Unlimited travel shipboard credits just for booking with us. One other discount, because I know we're short on time. So I'm finally healing. As we mentioned, I'm wearing a shoe. I'm starting to walk.
A regular shoe. It's not even like the librarian shoe.
They're Hoka's. They're like orthopedic tennis shoes, but I'm feeling good. But that means I am about to turn in my scooter from Buena Vista Rentals, and I'm very sad because it's been a great experience. They've helped me out with it the last couple weeks, and I just want to remind you guys that there is a discount just for being a friend of the show. So it's buenavistarentals.com /wdwinfo.com, and you save 10%. I have priced these scooters out, and their rates are highly competitive. They will pick them up and drop them off directly from your resort. They have all kinds of different versions. They have this like super compact version that makes it easy to get through shops. They have one that looks like a minion. They charge super quick. They're easy to get around. I've tried a couple different scooters now, and I'm telling you, I'm a little biased, but I've done the research, and they truly are the best. So check them out, Buena Vista Rentals. They will help you. They have great inventory, and they're very thorough. So thank you.
Thank you, Hannah, for those discounts.
Yes, thank you.
I think that's going to do it for us right now. I think we're going to take a little short break, and if you're one of our Patreon supporters, you can tune in live to our live stream over there, or listen back to it, or watch it back later if you want. Again, that's patreon.com/DizUnlimited. Before everybody goes for this week, I see over 200 people watching this, and I only see 97 thumbs up. It's weird how that works.
The math ain't math.
Passive aggressively asking for a thumbs up again, that'd be great. No, thank you everybody for tuning back in with us. We will be, I think we're actually going to be live again next week. I was going to pre-record a show, but then Chloe was like, "No, I'm here," and I said, "Oh, okay." Next Tuesday.
Oh, not me.
No, guess it's a 2-person show that day.
Right.
That's all right.
We got this.
A 2 for Tuesday.
Might be unhinged. We'll see what happens. Yeah, 2 for 1. We'll have our margaritas with us. Maybe, I don't know. It's the day before. I would say the day before Thanksgiving, because I'm like, well, Thanksgiving technically starts halfway through Wednesday, because my mind is still on my high school half day. Because we got half days on Wednesday back then. But no, I do really appreciate everybody tuning in and hanging out with us. To our live folks in the chat, we always appreciate having you here. And to those of you who listen or watch back later, thank you also for bearing with us. And thank you for loving me. Thank you for being here. I feel like it's
from the Thanksgiving
episode.
Wow.
Yeah,
Bob's Burgers.
So no, we do really appreciate all of you. If you are listening to this, you want to rate and review the podcast wherever you do that, that would be greatly appreciated. If you are watching this, you want to hit that thumbs up. So make sure you're subscribed to that channel, because like I said, we're going to have plenty of content. I filmed some vlogs while I was on the cruise. We're going to do those special watch along videos that we're going to start putting out. Again, look for those around Wednesdays on the YouTube channel. well. And so the content's going to be kind of all over all throughout the week. So just because it's the holidays doesn't mean you don't need something to watch. Although I will be watching Stranger Things starting next Wednesday, and no one talked to me otherwise. But no, always happy to be here for you. Always happy to cater content toward you. If you want to reach out even further, we have our email. It's Patreon. Nope, that's Patreon. We have our email. It's podcast@disunlimited.com. And we do see those, and I answer them sometimes. No, we see them, and so we always appreciate suggestions about that stuff too. And we did do a dining show that's coming out this Friday that is going to be the foodie guide to Festival of the Holidays at Epcot. And my God, you bet your sweet holiday wreath we are going to be there eating till the pants don't fit no more. And
sweatpants for the win.
I cannot wait.
Christmas sweatpants.
I hope so. And so, that's going to be it. We're going to go now. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Hope you have a great week, and we will see you with another episode. Bye.